Uh, any questions or? So I'll address any questions that you have at the stall itself. So please just, if you have any questions, do drop by. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishan. And now, serving your next course of action is Sumit Arora, Head Retail Vertical South Asia for Nielsen. Sumit has experience of 16 years in consumer insights in measurement industry. He has worked across different industries spanning food and beverages to durables and automotive. He has been at the forefront of establishing key industry measurement syndicated platforms. Please welcome Sumit Arora.
Thank you, Anna. Can I shift to the PPT? Yeah? Am I audible? Am I audible on this? Yeah? Fantastic. Thank you. So I'm going to continue on the theme of data and tech. I think Samir started it and Kapil and panel talked a lot about it. And we're going to use data and tech to solve one of the most important questions all of you have in this industry, which is where to open the next location. Everybody knows why it's so important, yeah? It's your biggest investment, and a bigger investment if you have to close it or pull out. Opening the first 10 restaurants for a big chain like Subway, for KFC, Pizza Hut, or anybody wanting to become big, easier decision. You know the top 5 high street in any city in India. You know the top 5 malls in any city in India, whether it's tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. But it's the next 10 which is the difficult part. And to get the same ROI, the same profitability out of those 10, which is the difficult part. And this is where we come in identifying the next 10. What do we use for it? 4 key data points. The first, demographics according to your TG, according to your brand. The second, of course, the affluence, the money in the bucket. The third, whether they're spending that money, so the expenditure on eating out. And fourth, what's the current supply in that particular area? What's your competition? What are they doing over here? Now, the brilliant thing is this data has been available at a district level, even at a city level for 2,000 odd towns in India. But today, that data is available at a ward level, at a neighborhood level, at a 1 square kilometer level to help you take your decisions. You know, these are your current locations. Now, where do I open my next 10 stores, 20 stores? What are the top 10 wards in Delhi to go after? This is illustration, so you can take pictures of it. But look at where the potential areas are. And we'll pick up the top on this list, Vikaspuri. Yeah, very progressive, Vikas-oriented colony. And we'll compare it with your current location. And how does it stack up in terms of profile versus that? If your current location is Chittaranjan Park in Delhi, for people who are not from Delhi, it's a colony in South Delhi. Fairly rich, you can see a very high concentration of affluent households. And affluent households, we have in this case described as households having income of 10 lakh and above. So fairly rich household, 45% households within that colony, total number 5,000. And importantly, there is a very high supply. There is a restaurant which is serving 229 households in that area. So a very good concentration supply of competition already existing, and you're there. Potential location has only 38% concentration of affluence, a little less than Chittaranjan Park. But considering the number of households of that area, there are 8,900 rich households over there. And you have, very amazingly, a huge potential because you have only one restaurant for 1,300 households. So you have 80% more rich households in this area and 1/5 the supply. Very clearly a very high potential area to open your next branch. But you ask me a question, Sumit, Vikaspuri is a fairly large area. It's 5 square kilometers. Where do I open within Vikaspuri? So we help you solve that problem. As I said, this data is available at a square kilometer level. This white square kilometer represents the most affluent per square kilometer in Vikaspuri. If you see, There are households earning more than 10 lakhs, 5,000 of those out of the 8,900 in Vikaspuri residing in that 1 square kilometer area. What we calculate as the market potential value index is 685 versus a daily MPV of 100. So it's 7 times richer than the rest of Delhi or the average of Delhi. Importantly, within this 1 square kilometer area, in fact, within the whole of Vikaspuri, there was not one single QSR or one single fine dining restaurant. And the rest of the pink dots which you see are the other eating joints, as we call them, within Vikaspuri. And the question you ask me is, Sumit, where do I open a store? This seems like a very residential colony. That's where we help you identify the market spaces. And the market spaces are based on a number of factors, the commercial establishments over there, both from your industry and your competition, and also from industries which cater to your demand, entertainment, hospitals, schools, offices. Where are they? This is the information then you which pass on to your site management, site hunting teams to go and focus on, and then choose basis the rental available. In Delhi alone, there are 272 wards, and we are talking Delhi. Top 80 cities in India, multiply this number. I haven't seen any restaurant chain having 272 branches in Delhi itself, or even 100, 150. I think maybe Jubilant has. You can prioritize each of these 272 according to expenditure of eating out, according to affluence, and according to demographics of your specific brand. And that's where we use this data. And then further drill down to the cells, the 1 square kilometer cells, on where exactly to open within that branch. This data is available, as I said, for the top 80 cities, workable down to a square kilometer for you. Yeah, that's data in tech for your most expensive decision. Happy to answer any questions if anybody has. No? Thanks. Oh, yeah.
So this would be a syndicated offering, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Right? And how often are you likely to update this?
So various parts of the data sets get updated differently. So map data or POI data is every quarter. The analysis is run every 6 months. So it keeps getting updated every twice a year.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Any others? Yeah. So the question he is asking is the data source. So this is essentially an AI platform. It doesn't use a single data. The base data is incorporated from various secondary sources like NSSO, like the RBI data for savings rates and all, which helps us calculate the income. On top of that, we use nightlight data from NASA, Landscan data from ISRO, and so on and so forth to help granularize this down to a square kilometer. Any others? Good to go? Saved you 2-3 minutes. Thanks.
Thank you, Sumit. So we will now break for coffee, which is outside the exhibition area.